Hey guys, gals, it is me once again, Joseph Cohen Mason, and guys, gals, I'm here to bring you all my thoughts on the recent press conference at the E3 gaming conference, which includes such gaming companies like Microsoft, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, and Sony. Now the rest I have not seen because I was pretty tired and exhausted. They include Nintendo and half of Electronic Arts. I only saw the bits with Mass Effect, which I'll get into, and other games such that like Dragon Age Inquisition. But for the most part, I had a lot of fun watching the E3 press conference and the pre and post show of the conference, E3, and I really liked what Microsoft are doing with the new games and the kind of games that they're going to be releasing soon, such games like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which I made a trailer review about, and Titanfall, I think, not Titanfall, but Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, yeah. Now I have never played a Call of Duty game that much, but I have played Call of Duty World at War, and I love that game, so I think Call of Duty Advanced Warfare might be good. Now, I have played The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, and that game is one of my all-time favorites ever, and that is why I'm so excited for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and I'm very excited. The best part of Microsoft, the press conference, was actually the introduction of the Halo collection, the Halo Master Chief collection, which is said to come exclusively on the Xbox One, and I'm very excited for that console because I'll be getting the PS4 probably this coming month, June or July, and I'm so excited. And I've been a huge fan of the Halo series for a very long time. I have Halo 1 Anniversary Combat Evolved. I have Halo 3 and 4, and very soon I will download the Halo 2 Anniversary once it gets released. And I also am a huge fan of Halo in general. I'm looking forward to the TV series coming out, produced by Ridley Scott and Steven Spielberg, Nightfall. I'm very excited for that TV series. It might be quite fun, and the introduction of Far Cry 4 on the Xbox One and and PS4 is so awesome because I love Far Cry 3 a lot. I'm going to be playing soon Far Cry 1, 2, and 3 on the Xbox 360, the Expedition Pack, and I'm so excited. The thing about Far Cry 3 is that it really had a very intimidating, psychotic, vile villain in Voss, who is also interesting, and in Far Cry 4 we're gonna have a villain who is introduced as someone who is very formal, educated, and very unhinged and psychotic. And I love how Far Cry 4 is set in the Himalaya mountain, and how we are going to be playing a character who is once again your typical brown hair, the white skin American male, and it's going to be quite fun because when it comes to games, I don't care about race or anything that doesn't matter. I only care about the game and the game itself, and people have been causing a lot of controversy because of how the game brings up problematic issues about how race is portrayed in the game, much like Far Cry 3, I think, and how race is going to be like an issue while playing the game because of how your character is a white guy and how the front cover shows the main bad guy holding the head of a a native of the Himalaya mountain, and I understand that because it's just a game, by the way. Have fun, play the game, that's about it. And yeah, I also love, now I finished Microsoft, I want to go over to Ubisoft. Ubisoft, they introduced a very kick-ass game in Assassin's Creed Unity. Assassin's Creed 5, which is Unity, and in this game, unlike the past 4 games, I think Assassin's Creed 4 had this, and that is the option of cooperation with your teammates who can actually play the game in story mode with you. And you can actually play in Assassin's Creed Unity a 4-man co-op team, which includes 4 assassins, which is set in the Paris, France during the French Revolution. And the French Revolution was one of the most violent time in the history of the world, and this game is set in that very period. And it's going to be quite fun, and I really love Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed has always been one of my all-time favorite series ever, and Assassin's Creed 1 with Altair Ibn Lahed is one of my all-time favorite characters, along with Ezio Auditore Firenze. And I love how I also love Connor. I love Connor a lot, and I have yet to play Assassin's Creed 4, but I've heard rumors about how great that game was with Edward Kenway. And I can't wait to play the main character in Assassin's Creed Unity and the 4-man co-op team. If you wish to play co-op with your friends online, or like the main story mode. And I also love how Ubisoft is putting a lot of attention to games like The Crew and the Division, which I'm really wanting to play. Tom Clancy's The Division, which looks so awesome and so cool. I want to play that game. If I can find a game, I'll definitely buy it and play it on the PS4, most definitely. And then now we go to Electronic Arts. And Electronic Arts actually introduced a trailer to the upcoming Mass Effect 4, which is due to release sometime in 2015 or 2016. I think most definitely 2016, and I'm so excited for that game because, as you all know, I am a huge ultra fan of the Mass Effect series and the Dragon Age series, but Mass Effect 4 is going to be fucking special because BioWare and Casey Hudson have stated that they're going to be focusing on a entirely different storyline from the Shepard storyline, in which you will be introduced to new characters, a new story arc, a new world, a new part of the Milky Way galaxy, and you're going to be introduced to a lot of new characters like beyond the Krogans, the Turians, the Solarians, the Asari, the Drills, and the Protheans and the Reapers. We're going to be introduced to an entirely new race of people, a race that will really allow us to become more immersed in this world. And I think we might have the option to choose a different race besides the human, because Shepard was ultimately a human, and probably in Mass Effect 4, we might get a chance to choose any race we want, whether it be the Asari, the Turians, the Krogans, or the Solarians, whichever you prefer. I'm actually pretty excited right now. Pretty damn excited indeed. And guys, I really want to talk about Dragon Age Inquisition, because Dragon Age is among the greatest games I have ever played in my life. Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition looks so awesome. I watched the trailer countless times. It looks fucking phenomenal. I love Dragon Age, and I love the fact that they're focusing a lot on bringing a new group of people from different races, and who are forming a team along with the original characters like Liliana and Morgan and probably Zevran and other characters from the past games like Anders and Alice. I really do hope they include these characters, but most definitely they're including Liliana and Morgan. And we're going to have the option to also play Kunari, because in the past Dragon Age game, Dragon Age Origins, we get to play either a human, a dwarf, or an elf. This time in Dragon Age Inquisition, we get the option to play not just a human or a dwarf or an elf, we get the option to play a Kunari of either the Q or the Qun, or of a different race in the Kunari tribe. And I really love we get to play the Kunari in any tribe we want, whether it be in the Qun or a different tribe. And I want to play the Kunari in their race because I love the Kunari and how badass they are, especially after the Arishkok, who was so badass. I love that character a lot. And now I'm going to be talking about Sony. And guys, Sony received the most controversy out of the entire list of game companies in the E3 press conference, because Sony, for the most part, have been focusing way too much on advertisement and and trying to involve the PS community in a media thing or whatever, and how they want people to become more into their products. That includes television and being able to watch shows or movies on your PS4 console, and how they also want people to become to buy their products that includes like a PS TV or PS Vita. I don't know exactly, no, not the PS Vita, but a PS TV. I don't get these technologies at all, because most people, including myself, just want to see games. We want to see games and games alone, because this is the same issue with that Xbox One had last year in E3, and that was how they've been focusing way too much on trying to have people watch on their Xbox console instead of playing games. And we want to play games on our console, because the PS4, the Xbox One, and other like the other consoles like the PS3, Xbox 360, or even like the PC or the PS Vita, or like any medium in general, we are meant to play games and games alone, but they focus way too much on trying to sell their new products that includes television, being able to watch any TV shows you want, and then trying to increase a community that doesn't have to happen that way, the way they want it to. Because what I mean by that is, I don't like that the fact they're focusing way too much on trying to advertise their products and trying to sell games. And the point of this press conference is to sell games. And I love the fact that the only thing I like about the Sony press conference is that I love the fact how they introduced Far Cry 4 as the game on the PS4, which looks so awesome, by the way. The action gameplay looks so cool, so awesome, and the elephant bumping the huge truck and the truck exploding, that was fucking kick-ass. I love how also we get to see a remastered edition of The Last of Us, which is coming to the PS4. The Last of Us remastered, The Last of Us Remastered Edition looks so awesome. I'm looking forward to playing The Last of Us once again in its remastered format. I'm looking forward to it. And I really can't wait to also play what game? Oh yeah, Destiny. I want to play Destiny so bad, because I want to play Destiny, I want to play Halo, I want to play all the games they introduced. And the only problem I have with the show, besides the advertisement of these useless products, is the fact that they've been like, introducing new indie games. Yeah, you heard me, indie games in the show, which it does not appeal to me. It does not appeal to me at all, because I don't like indie games all that much, besides Eco or Shadow of the Colossus. And oh my god, guys, gals, I have not seen the preview of The Last Guardian, because The Last Guardian is actually the sequel and the spiritual sequel to both Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, and I have not seen the preview trailer of the game in the press conference at E3. It is so disappointing, but I did love the show. I love what Sony has in store for us, even though they spent half the show trying to market their products. And I love how Sony is trying to, they do care about their fans more than anything else, much like Microsoft does their Xbox fans. But I just hope that they sell more games and focus on selling games instead of just trying to advertise their products. Because in the end, games are about games. And I might be skipping on a few topics, but the last thing I want to say is that I want to play Uncharted 4. You heard me. Uncharted 4 was the last game they showed on the Sony press conference, and I love how Uncharted 4 looks so awesome. It's called A Thief's End. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and that game, it looks really awesome. I have played Uncharted 1 to 3, Uncharted 1 to 3, and I love how the game, it has evolved over time. The action got better. Uncharted 2 is without question one of the best action games I have ever played in my life. I love how the story is becoming more and more deeper and much more emotional. And Uncharted 4, they stated that, Naughty Dog stated that Uncharted 4 will have a much more deeper story, which has more emotions, more drama, and much more depth to it than the previous Uncharted games, including Uncharted 2, which was so incredible. I love that game. But Uncharted 4 looks so awesome. The Last of Us will be coming on the PS4, and like Destiny, and oh yeah, my God, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. The trailer looks awesome, guys. Right now I'm going crazy because I almost forgot. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain looks so unbelievable. That trailer looks so awesome. I'm gonna fucking play Phantom Pain. I love how the story is becoming so psychological, so insane in the way it portrays Saladin, aka Big Boss, aka Naked Snake, aka Punch Snake, as a guy who's very scarred. He's got all this fucked up face of his, how he has these cuts and these scars everywhere. He has like an eye patch and like he has like a mechanical arm which he uses to replace his previous arm, which was cut off in the end of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. And I love how the game has become much more deeper, and I love how this game is going to be so awesome. And Konami and Hideo Kojima are going to have really outdone themselves. They've outdone themselves in the past Metal Gear games time and time again, and this game looks to be no different at all. And I'm so excited for this game. It's going to really change the way we view games, the way we love games, and the way we play games. And this is a new take on Metal Gear Solid game, because Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain includes like a open world environment where you get to travel across base to base by a helicopter or by a motorcycle or even by a boat, I think. And I'm so excited for Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. I'm gonna play the hell out of it. You bet I will. And anyways, guys, gals, those are my thoughts on Metal Gear. Those are my thoughts on the E3 press conference and what I think personally is going to happen in the coming year for games, and how I really love everything that's been happening on the E3 so far. I love what has happened. I'm really excited right now for the upcoming games in 2015. I'm so excited. And guys, gals, I had a lot of fun. I had a quick shower. I had a meal just now. And in case you're wondering, I'm going to buy the PS4 this month. This coming month, I'm going to buy the PS4. You damn bet I will. Yeah, you damn bet I will. And guys, girls, and that's about it. Thanks so much for listening. Please comment, like, subscribe, and good luck. Oh, one more thing. Adios, amigos.